Hey, what is going on YouTube? Mike here, and today we have here with us the Samsung Galaxy A30s. It's part of Samsung's 2019 lineup of A-series phones and costs just around $200 to $230, depending of course on where you are buying it from. Now this phone comes as a result of Samsung's efforts to compete with the onslaught of affordable mid-range smartphones from companies like Huawei, Xiaomi, and more. It's got a list of pretty impressive specs, an affordable price, and of course the latest Android 10 update. So today let's take a look at what it offers. So before we move on, if you are new to this channel and enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing as it really helps out the channel. Now to start things off, let's take a look at the large 6.4-inch display. It's an AMOLED screen, and of course this means that you will get vibrant colors and great viewing angles. And so far it does exactly that, except for the fact that it comes with a low 720 by 1560 resolution. If you're very particular about high resolution displays, then you might want to look away now, because Samsung did have to sacrifice some things to get a low price. And unfortunately the display resolution is one of those things. It's worth noting that Samsung has put in an in-display fingerprint sensor on the Galaxy A30s. It's not the fastest, most accurate one out there, and at times it takes me a couple of tries to unlock the phone, but for the most part it is reliable. Now surrounding this display is the all-plastic body, which, let's be honest here, is not the most original design, especially with the chin and notch combo. On the back you do get a triple camera setup, which we'll talk about later, and a glossy plastic finish. I'm not a fan of glossy plastic. It picks up scratches, smudges, and fingerprints straight out of the box, but complaints aside, the build quality is solid, and the Galaxy A30s doesn't feel like it'll break anytime soon. On the bottom you'll find a USB Type-C port, a speaker grill, and a headphone jack, which is still around mostly in affordable smartphones. So inside the phone is an Exynos 7904 chipset, which surprisingly performs pretty well alongside 3 gigs of RAM. This is the same processor found on the Galaxy A40, A30, as well as the Galaxy M30. Multitasking and running apps was pretty smooth in my overall experience, and the phone was able to handle whatever games I threw at it. Speaking of games, if you constantly play a lot of mobile games, then the 4000 mAh battery on the Galaxy A30s will be enough for your needs. If you're more of a casual user and just use your phone mainly for social media, internet browsing, and streaming, then of course the battery will last longer. I was able to get between maybe around 4 to 5.5 hours of screen time with average use, which isn't that bad. And if you are into basic mobile photography, then this phone will be enough for casual point-and-shoot needs. The phone comes with a triple camera setup that consists of a 25 megapixel lens. This is accompanied by a 5 megapixel sensor for depth and an 8 megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Shots taken on the main camera look pretty good compared to images shot on your average cheap smartphone, and we had a lot of fun using the ultra-wide sensor for more varied shots and stills. Video likewise is decent, and while there's no optical image stabilization going on here, you'll still be able to make use of it for the occasional social media posts. The 16 megapixel selfie cam on the front is no slouch either, and can give you decent shots in video provided that you have good lighting. Now this phone runs the latest Android 10 update, and honestly this is pretty impressive on Samsung's part, as they're not really known to give extensive software support to lower end smartphones. Of course with Android 10 you do get Samsung's One UI 2, which includes a bunch of updates to the existing user interface. According to Samsung, they have adjusted visual elements of the UI for better visibility and clarity, and you can find some of these improvements in the settings menu. It's also apparent that they have brought over the gesture navigation controls that we have seen in Android 10, so if you're more used to those controls, then you'll be able to use them on this phone. Android 10 also includes a bunch of updates for the built-in Samsung apps, and while I don't really use those apps often, it's nice that they did get update support. We have had some minor problems with the Android 10 update, as some apps will sometimes stop working. For example, the Netflix app will crash on occasion, despite us updating the Netflix app to its latest version. Thankfully though, we haven't encountered this on any other apps. So to sum things up, an AMOLED display, an ultra-wide camera, a 4000 mAh battery, and the latest Android 10 update. If you're after an affordable phone with these specifications, then there's nothing stopping you from getting the Samsung Galaxy A30s. If the low resolution display and the plastic build are things that you're willing to overlook, then this phone is worth the affordable price tag. Let me know your thoughts on this device. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and once again, thanks for watching.